Hey YouTube, Pipe Lawyer here, coming to you once again from the Sanctuary. And yes, I know I've been slacking. I did make a Friday Night Pipes video this past Friday, and I am sorry for those of you waiting with bated breath. I came down to the Sanctuary after work with the full intention of making a Friday Night Pipes edition, and I was just knackered. I was worn out. I was tired. I sat in front of my computer screen and I was watching video, and next thing I know, it's like 15 minutes later and I wake up. But I'm not sure if that's a sign of age or not, but and I'll speak about age in just a second, but yeah, I was really tired, and just it kind of crept up on me. For some reason, I guess I was going, and I just my body just said, you know what, break time. So, but I guess what I'll do is, even though it's Monday evening, I will make this last week's edition of Friday Night Pipes. As we say in the law world, nunc pro tunc. That's the lawyer speak for, make something now as though it had existed before. But in any event, and the pipe that I am going to be featuring for Friday Night Pipes is the MVP, is a pipe that I introduced. It's one of the estate pipes that I got from my friend, whose father had passed away not too long ago. And he brought me his pipes to take a look at, and I wound up buying several of them. And I introduced this pipe once already, and it got a very good reaction from all of you, and I haven't featured it since then. And I'm thinking to myself, what was I thinking? This is a beautiful pipe. There's no reason why I wouldn't feature it. But lo and behold, for some reason, I just had lots of other things on my plate, concerns and issues and whatnot. So, but figured now would be as good a time as any to reintroduce this pipe. It's been sent out to Floyd Norwood already and refurbished expertly and professionally, and he did an excellent job. So, that being said, instead of letting last week's edition of Friday Night Pipes roll over to this week, I'll make last week's Friday Night Pipes now for last week. Nunc pro tunc. This week's MVP is an Italian-made pipe, hand-carved, beautiful, and I reintroduce it to you here and now. My double ring Lorenzetti Rhodesian pipe. Yes, and I hope that you can see the beautiful, beautiful chestnut color of the stain and the beautiful grain all around it. I hope you're catching it. This lighting may not be the best, but let me see if I can get better lighting here. I'm not sure if that's any better, but let me see. There you go. And use the pipe to block the spotlight there, but yeah, it's beautiful chestnut colored stain. Double ring. And I'm not usually a big fan of Rhodesians and Bulldogs unless they're bent. I for some reason I don't like straight stemmed Bulldogs and Rhodesians like a lot of other people do. It's just my personal preference. But I do like them bent, and I do like them with a rather tall, domed rim, like this one has. I don't like those really flat ones per se. It gives it almost like a very Danish flair. And if you look at the bowl, I'm not sure if you can catch the bowl, but there's a beautiful bird's eye there. The bowl, really, really nice. Got it packed with some Boswell's Piper's Pleasure. And I like the contrast in this pipe. It's got an 18-karat plated diamond-shaped band or belt between the shank and the stem. The stem is a black saddle stem, but with a modification to it that it's diamond-shaped also. But the thing I I think is really well done, besides the proportions and shape, is the roundness of the bowl in contrast to the diamond shape of the shank. I think it's just expertly done. And gonna light her up. Where's me matches? Where's me temp? There we go. So I've been watching a lot of your all's videos on YouTube. There's a bunch of new people out there also that have begun their YouTube pipe channels, and a lot of them will email me, private message me saying, I've been watching your videos for a long time, and you've inspired me, and you've taught me a lot, and that's great. It makes me feel great. But you know what? It makes me feel kind of old, actually. I mean, I've only been a pipe smoker now for almost 3 years. In fact, it'll be 3 years on St. Patrick's Day. I think it's on March 17th. And but yeah, it's nice to be considered one of the elder statesmen, I guess, of pipe smoking. There's Joffrey, there's Pipe Friend CHS, there's a couple of others, and then there's, I guess, me. And I'm certainly no expert, like, say, someone who's been at it for 10, 15, 20 years or more. But it feels good, It's very heartwarming. But no matter how much I smoke Piper's Pleasure by Boswell's, I don't get tired of it. It's just so expertly crafted, so expertly blended. It's just fantastic. And this pipe smokes like a dream. Smokes like a dream. Let me tell you what. One of my best estate purchases ever. I'm glad to say this and the Ardor that I got, that freehand straight grain. Which for some odd reason I've featured a lot more than this pipe. But nonetheless, love this pipe just as much as that one. So yeah, so to all the new pipe smokers on YouTube, welcome. Thank you for all your kind comments. And to all the old fogies, thank you for being there, and for doing your thing on YouTube. It's grown from, when I first began doing the YouTube thing, there really weren't that many pipe smokers on YouTube talking per se about pipe smoking as their focus and the art of it. But since I've been on, I've seen a lot more pipe smokers, I guess, sprout up, on the tube, and I mean, it's great. I mean, it's fantastic, and those of us who've been around a little bit longer, like myself and Joffrey and Pipe Friend CHS, and that we can contribute in some way to their learning curve, it's fantastic. I mean, like I said, I'm by no means a master or an expert at it. I'm just enjoying this hobby, and thoroughly. I love pipe smoking, and I hope that the passion with which I engage in pipe smoking comes through. But that being said, I want to give out some shout outs to some of the pipe smokers on my mind. old and new. So shoutouts, props go to Daft Lily 1. Yes, the Italian pipe maker from Canada. Smokey Joe, Tennessee. Dig HSX, Pipe Friend CHS. Joffrey the Giant. VSL David. Polish Piper. The Smoking Dagners. Generic Soul. Giacomo Mora. You know, there's a ton of people that I'm not naming right now because I can't think of them right off the tip of my tongue. But you know, you're all in my heart, you're all in my soul. You'll be my breath should I grow old, like the song says. Been making fewer videos lately because I've been so busy, and you know, like I said, I got home last Friday and I was worn out, and I just sat in front of my computer, began to watch a video. About 20 minutes later, I wake up. So, thank you to all of you. I shall endeavor to not be so infrequent on YouTube. So, that about does it. This week's MVP, the double-ringed Lorenzetti Rhodesian. This week's MVP. So until next time, this is Pipe Lawyer saying cheers, and as always, remember, I'll present the evidence, but you be the judge. Take care, good night, and God bless.